missed. Yeah, welcome to day 5. I can't believe it's day 5. Oh my goodness, where has this week gone? The sun's come out a little bit for us, which is great. In fact, I put on a cardi thinking it was going to be cold. I feel like I'm missing something. What am I missing? Oh, I know. Al! Al! My goodness, what was that?
Wait a minute. Just
Al,
come in.
Are you? I'm starting, man.
Oh, okay.
What was that crash?
Oh, well, I might have knocked through some walls.
You knocked some walls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. I'll just be back.
Are you okay? Please recycle responsibly. So, we're busting down some walls today.
We're busting down some walls today.
Excited. Let's get our singing on then.
Where's the band? Rachel!
Rachel!
Rachel! Jenny, Ashley, Rachel, get your music on.
Gonna face tomorrow. I build As the world shakes,
Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake.
things break,
Break, break, break. Break, break,
as
break.
the world shakes,
Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake.
things break,
Break, break, break. Break, break,
as
break.
the world shakes and things break. You are my rock, my everything. As the world shakes and things break. You are my rock, my everything. As the world shakes and things break. You are my rock, my everything. As the world shakes and things break. You are my rock, my everything.
Great singing, guys. You get better and better
Fantastic.
every day.
I love those songs. They
it.
were brilliant. So we learned yesterday a little bit about Joshua. Joshua was given. We've got a Joshua.
We
I
do,
think.
two of them, I think. Hi, Joshua.
Hello. So we learned about Joshua. Joshua was given the leadership of the people of Israel, the Israelites, because Moses was their leader, and then he passed that on over to
Going to lead them into the
Joshua.
promised land that God had told Abraham they were going to get to, eh?
You've been paying attention. Well done. And so Joshua was now the leader, but he had a big task that he had to do. And God told him that he was going to be strong and he was going to be courageous. And so we're going to learn.
Because God was with him.
Because God was with him. Exactly. Well done. So
I'm
what's...
doing so well today. Sorry, anyway.
So let's learn the next part of the story.
Hello, boys and girls. Hope you're all well and having fun. Our Bible story today is Joshua wins the day. The people had come to the end of their long journey. They still had to cross the deep, wide river, but God would help them. The men who carried the ark went first. They stepped into the river, and at that very moment, the water stopped coming. They stood in the middle of the deep, wide river, which was quite dried up, and the people went safely across. Now they knew that God was going with them. They trusted God and were not afraid. The big wooden gates of the city of Jericho were shut tight. The people inside were afraid. Outside, the soldiers of Israel marched around the walls. Once around the walls, they didn't talk, they didn't shout. In front went the men with trumpets. Ta-ra! Ta-ra! Every day for 6 days, the soldiers marched around the walls. Once around the walls, they didn't talk, they didn't shout. Every day for 6 days, the men with the trumpets went in front. Ta-ra! Ta-ra! The 7th day came. The soldiers marched around the walls, and around the walls, and around the walls, 7 times around the walls. Then the men with the trumpets lifted them high and blew, ta-ra, ta-ra, and the soldiers all shouted. God has given us the city, Joshua cried. Then the walls began to shake. The walls began to crack. The walls began to crumble. And with a great crash, the walls fell down. God had given them the city.
Stories of the Bible. The Walls of Jericho. This is Joshua.
Oh, hey.
Joshua was the leader of the Israelites, who God used to bring his people to the promised land.
Yeah, let's do this.
When God told Joshua it was time to take the promised land, Joshua sent spies into the city of Jericho. While those spies were in Jericho,
Come on!
they were protected by a woman named Rahab. The spies promised to spare Rahab and her family when they took back the land.
Yay!
And she hung a scarlet cord from her window to remind them of their promise.
See you soon!
Now the Israelites had crossed the Jordan and were camped near the town of Jericho.
Hey, hello.
One day, Joshua looked up,
Huh?
and there was a man standing before him.
Hello.
The man said, "I am the commander of the army of the Lord." Joshua asked what the man wanted to tell him, and the Lord said he wanted Joshua to take the city of Jericho,
All right.
but that Joshua needed to follow his instructions exactly.
You got it.
Jericho was shut for fear of the Israelites.
Anyone home? Yeah, well.
No one came out and no one came in. So the Lord told Joshua to gather his soldiers and march around the city for 6 days.
Mark.
The priests were to take the Ark of the Covenant, and 7 priests were to go in front of it, blowing a ram's horn. On the 7th day, they were to march around the city 7 times and blow the horn. Then all the people of Israel were to give a great shout,
Then what?
and then the city walls would fall.
Whoa! Yeah, let's do it.
So Joshua said, "Shout, for the Lord has given you the city." And the people did shout. And the walls did fall.
Let's go!
The Israelites overtook the city of Jericho as God had commanded.
Rahab.
They remembered Rahab because of her faithfulness. Joshua was faithful in carrying out God's commands, and the Israelites took many other cities as God told them they would.
Oh, nice.
For God will never fail to fulfill his promises. So the Israelites came to live in the land that God had promised Abraham, Isaac, Israel, Joseph, and Moses many years ago.
Hey Questers, what a story. We've been thinking about God's big plan for the world and about how these guys, Joseph and Joshua, fitted into that and how it all connects together and how it all connects with what Jesus did as well. What we see in these stories is that God is what's called faithful. He keeps his promises. He's the same through all of it. No matter what happens to them, he's able to use it for his big plan for the world of helping all of us to become friends with him again, to figure out a little bit more about who we really are and the gifts and skills that he's given us, to see how we fit into his big plan. Most of all, just to know that he loves us. God promised he'd be with Joshua, and Joshua trusted him. God was with him, and the walls came tumbling down. I wonder if you ever face something that you think, this challenge is too big for me, or that you think, I don't know how I'm going to manage this. We've got a lot of things going on in the world just now with lockdown and what's going to happen after the summer and what's school going to be like and all of that. We don't need to think too much about that just now. It's the summer holidays after all. But it can be a bit of a worry for some of us, not knowing what it's going to be like. As a quester, we want you to be able to remember that God says he'll be with you wherever you go, that you can be strong, that you can have courage, because he'll be with you. Another great part about being friends with God is that you become part of his family, his people. So you're not in it on your own. God is with you, but so are his people. God kept his promise to Abraham, to Isaac, to Jacob, to Joseph, and then later on to Joshua. And he kept his promises to Jesus' disciples, to his friends, and to us today. He said he would find a way for us to be able to be with him forever. He said he'd find a way for us to be friends with him again, even though we mess up. He said he'd find a way to show us that he loves us. And he's kept those promises. And his promise for us today is still that he'll be with us wherever we go. And that's something that we can be really thankful for. In this final day at MegaQuest, I wonder what you're thankful for. Joshua and the Israelites were thankful for a win, that they were getting to go to this promised land of safety. I'm super thankful today for that promise that God is with me, no matter what it is that I have to face, and that you and me, even if we feel small sometimes or weak, even if we're not really sure what the dreams are for us, that we're all part of God's plan, that we're all in it together, and that God loves each one of us. So I wonder what you're thankful for today. Have a think, and then thank God for it. See you later.
We're drowning out the lies of the enemy. We're turning up the anthem that set us free. Your mighty name will ever be the soundtrack of our victory. We're lifting up your praise like a battle cry. The thunder of your name breaks apart the night. Your matchless grace will never be the soundtrack of our victory. Our God, you will tear down the walls. Our God, you are invincible. Strongholds crumble like castles of sand as we shout loud our Jericho song. We're sailing around the world, we're the church alive. We're fighting on our knees with revival fire. Our King shall reign and never be the soundtrack of our victory. Our God, you will tear down the walls. Our God, you are invincible. The strongholds crumble like castles of sand as we shout loud our Jericho song. Our God, you will tear down the walls. Our God, you are invincible. The strongholds crumble like castles of sand as we shout loud our Jericho song. Every wall is crumbling, it's tumbling down. Every wall is crumbling, it's tumbling down. Every wall is crumbling, it's tumbling down at your name, Jesus. Every wall is crumbling, it's tumbling down. Every wall is crumbling, it's tumbling down. Every wall is crumbling, it's tumbling down at your name, Jesus. Our God, you will tear down the walls. Our God, you are invincible. The strongholds crumble like castles of sand as we shout loud, as we shout loud, as we shout loud our Jericho song.
Good morning, boys and girls and leaders. Well, this is your last day at Kirkfest. I hope you've had a great time. I've had great fun watching what's been going on. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, our verse this morning is from a book in the Old Testament in the Bible, a book called Psalms. And it's a lot of songs written by various people, but generally we think that they were written by David. He was the chap who had a bit of a set to with Goliath. And David could also sometimes be known as the singer of Israel's songs. So, right, let's get to this. This is Psalm 136, and it says, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever." Now, so some of the signs, that's thank you. Thank you to the Lord. This is like two L shapes to the Lord, for he is good. Well, we know that one. And his love endures. That's this finger, and just rub it against there. His love endures forever. We know that one as well. So, will we try to sign that one? It says, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever." And that is Psalm 136, verses 1 and 2. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. And that is Psalm 136, verses 1 and 2.
Hello Questers, so I'm going to show you the craft today. It's all to do with Joshua and the wall. Now here is the things that you're going to need. You're going to need a piece of card, about A4 size. The side of a cereal packet would be great for this. Then you're going to need some kind of wall coloured bits cut up. I've used a packing box and bits of paper that are sort of like browns and creams. You're going to need some pens for colouring in and writing. You're going to need glue stick, should be in your pack. And you're going to need the trumpet players. So that should be in your pack as well. And then a bit with a memory verse on it. So the first thing you're going to do, what I'm going to do just now, is I'm going to take away the things that I don't need. I've already done the cutting, so I don't need any of that. Okay, and I've already done some of the colouring in. You can see that there. So the first thing you're going to do is with your card, I want you to fold a bit at the bottom. So if you've got a cereal box, it'll probably be a lot thicker than this card, so it'll stand up a lot easier. So what I've already done with some of this is put on the bits of wall. So I'm just going to put on a few more just so that you get the idea. Here we go. Okay, there we go. There is your wall with all the bricks. Now you don't have to put them up tight together, you don't have to put on as many as this. It's up to you what you do. Okay, that's that. Now along here, I really will make this more solid. You have your people. So I'm going to colour in the last of them. And there we go, that is all my coloured in trumpet players. Right, solved my wee problem, I think. This is where your cereal box will come in a lot better. This on here quickly. What you're going to do with your people is fold the bit at the bottom on the sheet. There's a little bit extra below their feet, so fold it back, glue, and you see that, stick them all along the bottom, blowing their trumpets and making a noise. Okay, now the next thing you need to do is you need to write on. Now where you're going to write these, what you're writing is, the people shouted with a great shout and the wall fell down flat. That's what we're going to write on here. So you write it on each brick. There you go. I forgot to say at the end, you say, God is all powerful. Yep, got it. There we go. And there is your 3D, the people walking around the wall. So have a good rest of the time, Questers.
You've totally got this, Logo. We're all with you.
You're ready for this, Logo. You've trained, you've grown, you've changed. Very proud of you, Logo. Really I am. So now get out there and smash the pants off that thing for Harry-O. Oh well. Here we go, Harry-O. Here he goes. Yep, it's just at the bottom of the hill now. It's just at the bottom of the hill now. And off he goes. Yes, there he goes. Oh, look, he's looking a fine specimen now, isn't he? He's looking strong and healthy. It's all these smoothies that I made for him. They're just so healthy. The soggy broccoli cake. Come on, Logo.
Come on, Logo.
You know you can do it. You've worked hard. Get up that hill. Yay, come on, Logo. Yay, Logo. Logo.
Keep going, Logo. You've got this.
Oh, no. No, he's okay. He's alright.
That doesn't look good.
Can you see him, Logo? Can you see him, Mario?
Nice one.
Yes. See Logo up there? Yes, there he goes.
Come on,
Come on,
Logo.
Logo. We know you can do it. There'll be a bit of soggy broccoli cake for you when you come down. Keep going.
Keep going. You've got this.
Hey! Logo! 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 Oh,
Come on,
he
Logo.
was down there, wasn't he? No, he's picked himself up. He's okay.
We're all
He's
behind
doing
you, Logo.
fine.
You can
Off
do
he
this.
goes. Peppa Pig till you're blue in the face if you want.
Nice
when
one.
You come. On you go, Logo. Keep going. You're nearly there. Logo! 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 This is a difficult bit. No, he's over. He's over. He's going to do
Ouch,
it.
he's gonna feel
Yes,
that
he's
one.
going to do it. He's nearly there. Nearly.
Not good enough, Logo. What are you
He was down
doing?
there, wasn't he? No, he's
Don't.
picked himself up.
Nicely
He's okay.
done.
He's doing fine. Off he goes.
Good shimmy.
Peppa Pig till
Keep
you're
going.
blue in the face if you want when you come. On you go, Logo. Keep going. You're nearly
You
there.
actually do this.
Logo. Logo.
Come on, Logo. You're getting there.
Oh, this is a difficult bit. No, he's over.
We're all
He's
with you
over.
here,
He's
Logo.
going to
You
it.
can do this.
Yes, he's going to do it. He's nearly there. Nearly.
Nearly. Come on, Logo. You can do
Yes.
it.
Is he?
Come on.
Yes, he's done it.
Yes.
Hooray, Logo, well done. Hooray, you did it. Yay.
I've done it! Wow! I can't believe I did it! We've come a long way this week and I've realised it isn't about me being the lockdown ninja hero of the universe. This is just me finishing what Harry-O started. You're the hero here, Harry-O. I'll be sending you the trophy.
Teamwork makes the dream
It really
work,
has
Logo.
been a team effort. Now, How do I get down from here?
See you later,
Guys.
Logo.
Guys! Guys! Guys!
Hello boys and girls, welcome to your 12 brick challenge for today. I've gone ahead and selected 12 random bits of Lego from my Lego drawer to see what I can build. So our story I know is from the story of the Israelites going into Jericho and the walls that come tumbling down around Jericho. But we're, instead of having walls come tumbling down, we're gonna be building something up. So I have these 12 random bits of Lego, and we're gonna see just what we can build out of this. And I'm not sure what exactly I'll come up with yet. I haven't had a try, I haven't had a go, but we'll see. So I've got this kind of L-shaped piece. I've got this kind of slanted, bigger bit, a more steep slanted bit, a couple of normal bricks, a couple of flat parts, one wee tall guy, and we're gonna see what that makes. So for you guys, you find 12 bricks. They can be Lego, they can be Duplo, they can be recycling, or whatever you can find around your house. But you find 12 things and see what you can build. But first, I'm gonna see what I can make with this. So let's see. Okay, boys and girls, I've finished my building, and this is what I've come up with. Now, I wasn't quite sure where I was gonna go with anything, so I just kind of let the bricks take me where they wanted to. So this is my robot. As you can see, it's got a couple of feet. I thought the two different feet were kind of fun. Here's its arms and its head. So it's a very friendly robot, and it's a nice robot. So the walls around Jericho came tumbling down. Those walls crumbled, but we can still build things up, and we can build up with Lego, we can build up with our words and how we encourage one another in all sorts of ways. But we are super excited to see what you can build with your 12 bits of Lego or Duplo or recycling or whatever 12 bits that you come up with. We're so excited to see what you guys build. So make sure, and please, 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 please remember to take lots of pics of what you come up with, and what you do, send them to us on Facebook or through church email or however you want to get them to us. But make sure you get them to us, because we really want to see what you guys can do, what you guys can take from what was separate and build up into something cool and magnificent and splendiferous, because we know that you guys have that creativity in you. So show us what you do, and we look forward to seeing it. Happy building.
Hi, Nicola. You need me to dance? Consider it done. Questers, it's time to dance. Some new moves today. We've got the step and snap. Step and snap. Change over. Step and snap. Foot in front. Snap. Snap. Another one is when you put your legs out. And you move your hands as well. Woo! And the rest of it, just follow along and make it up. It'll be great. Let's go. Let's go and snap. Are you ready to freestyle? Let's go! Let's get back to our snapping. There'll be more freestyle later. Woo. It's Friday, it's party time. Ooh, slow. Get bigger. Woo! Then we're gonna jump. Freestyle. Woo! Let's see your moves. Nobody can dance like a quester. Oh, questers. Keep dancing.
Well, hello, boys and girls, once again. Now, I've got on a different hat today again, but I'm going to be giving this special guest a choice of what they want me to wear. So I hope you're all fine, and I hope you've guessed who the person is that we're going away to talk to. Oh, it's been exciting! Here we go. And who have we here?
Hello, Maureen. How are you?
Very well, thank you. And how are you?
Oh, I'm just grand. Just grand.
Good. Well, now, I'm going to give you a choice of what hat you would like me to wear. Because I've got a hat that might remind you of something. So, do you like this one?
I do like that one, yeah.
Yeah, okay. What about this one? Does that
That's my mother's wedding hat. I feel really underdressed now.
Well, so has everybody, but when you're an interviewer, you've got to be posh, you know?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Now, I was telling the boys and girls that you're a very special guest. You're a very, very nice person, and you've got two very, very nice little boys.
Mm-hmm.
One of the little boys is called Sandy, and one of the little boys is called Angus. Yeah. Are they both sleeping?
They're both in their beds.
All right. So they might need be sleeping. Oh, well.
Angus will be, but Sandy is just newly down. So.
Okay. Can you tell the boys and girls your name?
My name's Callie.
Mm-hmm. And where were you born and where were you brought up?
I was born in Aberdeen and I was brought up in Ellen.
Okay. Now, did you go to school in Ellen?
I went to Ellen Primary, the best school.
The best school and the best teachers.
Oh, the best teachers ever.
Yeah. Well, I think
they
there's
buy it, but
I think there's a teacher called Mrs. Patterson there, isn't there?
Well, would you believe that she's my mum?
Well, I would actually. I would believe you with your mum. So, what was your happiest memory of childhood?
I remember when I was in the academy,
Right.
I got the chance to go to London with the Girls' Brigade. There was only 2 girls from Buckingham went, 2 girls from each division went.
Right.
And we went to the Queen Mother's 100th birthday parade.
Really? Gosh.
So me and my friend Claire, we went from Ellen and we
Okay.
paraded for the Queen Mother's birthday.
And was she on the balcony?
Mm-hmm.
Fab.
Lovely.
Okay.
Just lovely.
Yeah, that's a very special memory, isn't it?
Very special. Not a lot of people get to do that. I think Edith's daughter, Aisha, got to go down for William and Kate's wedding, I think it was.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
So she was very lucky to get to do that as well. But it's not something that you get to do an awful lot of, so very special.
Yeah. Well, I think you've got another very special memory as well. When you was a flower girl. Now, tell us.
Hold it up a bit. Hold it up a bit. Oh, there we go. That's me on the floor.
Yeah, that's you on the floor. And who's standing beside you?
My little brother.
Your little brother, Brody. Yeah.
Yep.
Now then, that's lovely memories. But I'm wondering if you went to any church organisations when you were young.
I started with the Girls Brigade when I was in primary 3. So 1993 I started with the Girls Brigade and I still go now.
Okay, but you've got a very special position.
Special. I know I am the captain or officer in charge of the Ellen Company of Girls Brigade.
Okay, and what do you do on a Friday?
Oh, well, on a Friday we have the girls come in, and they come in from primary 1 all the way up to 6th year. And they can start in primary 1, or they can start in primary 3, or they can start when they're in 1st year. It doesn't really matter. And they're all welcome. And we do lots of crafts, and we do lots of games, and we do marching, we do drill, we do singing. The girls have been learning sign language, just lots of different things. The girls work towards their badges, so we've got certain things that they need to do to gain their badge at the end of the year.
Well, our last special guest was Ashley.
Oh!
Yes, and she let us see the armband with the badges on it. Yeah?
Super. She was very well prepared. I couldn't tell you where mine is.
No, I think it was just lying there. You're going,
just by fluke.
Just by fluke, yes. But I have another picture. Ta-da! This is you with your...
That's me with my little sister Bevan and with Ailey, who were both commissioned as officers in October 2018.
Very good. Very good indeed. So it's a big responsibility, though, to be captain, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very big responsibility.
Yeah.
It's a huge responsibility, though.
Yeah. And are you involved in the younger ones as well?
Yeah, so obviously I'm kind of in charge of the whole shebang. Generally, I look after the oldest lot. I prefer working with the brigaders because you can get a bit of banter and a bit of chat.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy going through with the explorers, the primary 1s to 3s, and playing duck, duck, goose, or playing ladders with the juniors, and just trying to carry on.
Or goose, goose, duck, as I called it yesterday. Now, if any of the girls that are at Kirkfest just now would want to go to the Girls Brigade, how do you go about it?
So obviously, we don't know what we're doing after the summer this year, but there'll be lots of things on our Facebook page. So we will post on Ellen Mums, and we'll post on Ellen Matters and all that, how we're going to meet after summer, because we don't know if we'll be allowed to or not. But you can email me at ellengirlsbrigade@gmail.com and ask any questions, and I will get back to you.
Well, that's lovely. That could be a big help for some of the girls and some of the parents.
Everyone's welcome.
Now then, obviously, as a church organisation, Jesus and the spiritual life is part of that. When did Jesus first come into your life? Can you tell my story about that?
I suppose really I just remember going to Sunday school when I was little.
That's right.
One of my favourite memories of Sunday school probably was sitting listening to a tape recording of Joseph and his amazing technical dreamcoat and having to learn some of the songs.
Very
good. I just remember Sunday school, and then obviously going through from Sunday school to chat room, which became G Sunday and all that and everything else as well, and being in the Girls Brigade.
Yeah, good times, Good times. What's your favourite band?
Okay, you have two favourite bands, and the Roper girls will certainly agree that we like Lady Antebellum and we like the Shires.
Never heard of them, guys.
And my favourite solo artist would be Nathan Carter.
Yes, he's my favourite as well. I like him. I have to ask you what your 2 favourite things are about Kirkfest.
Well, I've never been to Kirkfest. Can you believe that? I know. So, Sandy's too young for Kirkfest, so I'm really looking forward to when he's old enough next year to go to Kirkfest, because he'll be too young to go without me. So that's my favourite thing, is I'll get to come to Kirkfest next year. But I have really enjoyed baking this year for Kirkfest. Oh, I know what I really like about Kirkfest. I once went to a barbecue at the manse at the end of Kirkfest.
Yes.
And I saw Mrs. P get splatted with either cream or shaving foam. So that's my favourite memory of Kirkfest. Favourite thing about Kirkfest.
That's fab. That is fab. So we're really at our second last question. Question is, what's your favourite food?
I think my favourite food, because of the time of year, would be strawberries and squishy cream.
Oh, fine. Well, now we've come to the last question, and this is probably one of the most important questions. What is your 3 favourite things about God?
Okay, so I would say that God doesn't judge us, no matter if we do something wrong. He doesn't judge us. He will guide us in the right way to make things better if we've done something wrong or if we've made a wee mistake. He always listens to everything we say. Sometimes we maybe don't get an answer right away, but we always get an answer somewhere down the line. Is that 2 or 3? 2.
2.
And my 3rd favourite thing would be that I can speak to him whenever I want, wherever I am. I don't need to be in church, and that's probably something I've learned quite a lot recently, is even though we can't be in church, we can still speak to God.
And it's very true, you know, a church without walls, it's very, very important. And I think that we have worked extremely well since lockdown, you know, doing all the things that we're doing. You know, and he is there. He's there all the time, certainly for me, and he is a great comfort. And I say, yeah. So and that has been really fab.
And that's it.
Thank you
that was
very much.
painless.
Was it
Not
really?
a problem.
Oh, well, even the photos.
Even the photos.
You take care, and God bless.
And you. Thank you, Maureen. Bye.
Ta-ra. Well now, girls and boys, wasn't that absolutely fantastic? Captain of the Girls Brigade. So, any girls out there wants to join the Girls Brigade, she's your woman. Now, I've got to go now. I've got to go. So, enjoy the rest of your morning, and I'll see you later, alligators. Bye-bye, questers. Bye-bye.
Hi Questers. So this is your prayer activity. So what you're going to need is you're going to need something to build a wall with. Now that could be cushions, it could be cans out of the cupboard, it could be empty bottles or of juice that you've drunk, it could be people. And the whole idea is that you build a wall, put the craft behind it if you've done that, and the idea is we're going to throw balls and knock down these walls. These walls in our lives are the things that keep us from being happy and sometimes keep us from following God the best that we can. So sometimes the walls, you know, they're just there and we get stuck behind them. So we're going to get our balls. These are our balls, faith and bravery balls. Okay, so we're going to be like Joshua. Because he had faith, he was brave and did as God told him. So this is what we're going to do. I have made my wall out of my pot noodle stash in my drawer at work, and behind it is a reminder of how brave Joshua was. So this is going to be our prayer activity today, and see how many we can get down. So what we're going to do is I'm going to shout out something that we need to be brave about and throw a ball and see if we can get everything down. And if you're using people, don't throw it too hard because you'll hurt them. So this is our prayer activity. So we'll just say, Father God, have you got your ears on? Listen to our prayers today, because these are the things that we need your help to be brave about. So you ready? 1, 2, 3. Something we're afraid of. That wasn't very good. Something that has made us sad. Something somebody said. I'm not doing very well, am I? So that was my first attempt. Okay, and now you can say something different to me. If there's something that you really want to say, you can do that. Okay, but these are the ones that I'm going to do, which are just sort of general ones that a lot of people feel. So here we go. Going to a new place. Someone who said something nasty to me. People who don't understand. What's going to happen next? Well, we get to see more of our family. Just all the walls that have built up. Knock them down. I'm not very good at that, and God knows that too, but He's heard everything that you've said. So, Father God, these are all the things we want you to know that we're afraid of, and if we put our faith in you, then you will help us each and every day to meet all the challenges and help us to have faith. Amen.
Any money?
Money? Not on me. What do you need money for?
Well, I thought that I would buy 12 donuts because Peter was saying that you need to get 12 things to build something out of, and I'm thinking that if I get 12 donuts, then I could build some kind of huge mound of cake and then put a candle on the top of it for no apparent reason.
And then you're going to tumble it down with your face.
I think so. Yes. I'll dislocate my jaw.
I think
like
you
a
will.
snake.
Well, I think that
God,
from that
place.
you will build a stomachache, but we might need to share out those donuts. Okay, I wonder what you guys are going to build. Although this is the end of Mega Quest for this, well, not yet. We've still got songs and a Cheerio to do. But this is the end of our last session here. But you can still keep sending us your videos and your pictures. It's been brilliant to see what you've been doing all week.
Not forever. Don't just send us, like, not when you're like 28. We don't need you to send pictures.
I'd love to see what they look like at 28. Man, you're going to be so grey by then.
Grey.
Yeah.
Old. Yep.
Okay, but for a couple of days anyway. But still,
Yeah.
send us the pictures of your craft and your dancing and all that kind of stuff that you're doing. It's great, and we'll throw them as much as we can into the celebration video. So what have we got coming up? The rest of today?
We have got coming up the rest
Bedtime
of today.
stories?
We've got bedtime story at 6:30. Then
So-
at
Who's on
7:15
Soul Soundtrack?
we have Soul Soundtrack. Who is on Soul Soundtrack? You are.
Oh, it's me! Oh, it's me!
So Nicola's on Soul Soundtrack tonight. She is picking her. Yep, I am chatting to Nicola on Soul Soundtrack. And
Because we
she-
never talk.
No, it's never happened before. And so we
You
are
have to pick my favourite songs, but I got a thinking cap on.
picking your favourite songs, and you're going to have a chat with me about your favourite songs and about what they mean to you, and about your faith and about your life and all of that kind of stuff. It's going to be exciting and amazing. And then at 9 o'clock we have got Pam doing some prayer stuff tonight for your older ones, or if
you'll all be in your beds.
You'll be by that point. Cool. So yeah, that's the rest of the day.
And then Saturday night at 8:15.
8:15.
So again, might be past bedtime. We've got 8:15. We've got the Quiz and Acoustic Cafe.
Some amazing collaborational musical things.
And then on Sunday,
get your teams in.
Oh yeah, get your teams
adults.
in for your adults. Tell your parents, get their teams in, or your grown-ups. Then on Sunday,
there's Saturday Space on Saturday as well at 12 noon.
And a bedtime story. Bedtime stories are all week. That's right. And then Sunday we've got Kirkfest celebration service 10:30. That'll be on for that. So we're going to put in some stuff from the Mega Quest week and clips from other stuff from Kirkfest in that as well. Now, if you can't find the things at the times, you can always tune in, catch up at different points.
Yeah,
so
stuff is on Facebook, stuff is on YouTube.
Yeah, can get your grown-ups to help you find those things. Okay.
We've
got a couple more songs.
We've got a couple more songs. We are going to sing the theme song again for the last time, and we're going to sing
last time until next time.
And then we're going to sing Fun as well.
Brilliant! Throw your hands in the air like you just don't care.
Let's have some fun! 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 Fun!
A little too much fun.
While my heart is beating, while my body's breathing, my future's there for you to write. Though today I'm hurting, there's a new day coming, bright and shining like your smile. I won't give up, no, no, I won't give in, no, no, you are the tide on which I rise. I won't back up, no, no, I won't back down, no, no, this is the time for me to rise.
Take me higher.
It's the end.
I can't believe we got to the end of the week already. That already had my snot on it. Thanks.
I needed a hug from God, so I got my prayer blanket out again.
Oh my goodness. It has been quite a week.
It's been a roller coaster.
It has. It's been, well, you've been through boxes. We've been through our journeys with Joseph.
Logoff was up a tree.
Logoff was up Mount Mahuji Flamingo.
Mount Mahuji Flargenschnitzel.
I mean, it's just been such the time. We've learnt a lot about what we maybe think, how we think we are, but actually what we really can be with God.
We've learnt that God will help us to be strong and courageous.
Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you. Yeah. Wherever you go. Whether that's in MegaQuest, rewatching some of the funny bits, whether that's at bedtime stories.
Have there been
tonight.
funny bits? I've been very serious for the whole thing. Very serious.
Very
the
serious.
whole time.
Whether it's when we're singing.
A very serious person.
Whether it's that you're not sure what's happening after the summer with school and all that sort of stuff. God is with us for all of that. And that's such an encouragement, isn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. God's big plan for the world. It's all about helping us to become friends with him again, isn't it?
Bringing us back together.
Bring us back in. Brilliant. We've had a super time with you.
It's been great.
Oh, there's so many thanks that we need to do.
Thank you.
The big thank you will just be thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for tuning in, for being on the journey with us. Thank you to all of our leaders, team helpers. Thank you to everybody who baked. It's Friday.
Baking day.
It's baking day.
And you can eat all of the baking at once because there's no more baking coming. So
you can share the baking with your family and household.
Yeah.
James excited for
James
the
is
baking.
excited for the baking. So many people have helped
Yeah.
so much with this whole week, from bakers to video makers, and
I don't think we can get into names. There's
can't,
too many. There's too many. There's too many names to count. Oh, from all the different bits and pieces. You've seen everybody on there. So well done, everyone. It's not a sad time. Well done, everyone. Well done, everybody. It's been, don't start a clap in the street. It's been ace to be with you today. We've got Star Squad Zoom is going to continue. So for in Ellen Parish Church, but this is what open to anyone who is P1 to P7 at the moment. Usually it's P5, but for the summer it's extended to P7.
It's P7.
So P1 to P7.
We have no idea quite what's happening after the summer.
After the summer, no. Just keep in tune with Facebook and the website, and you'll find out. But anyway, at 3:30 on a Wednesday, we check in with some Star Squatters, which is basically same as a Mega Quester. So P1 to 7s are meeting up on Zoom, and you can get the details from that from us or from the website.
And check out the Ellen Parish Church Facebook page and YouTube links for all of our online worship stuff. We'll be back in the building at some point, but not just now. So most of the worship stuff that we're doing is online. We are really looking forward to when we can meet back in person again, but not right now. But we'll get there.
On a Sunday during the 10:30 broadcast, we have our stuff for primary age up to kind of S2ish. So it starts at 10:30 on Facebook or YouTube, and then at about 10:45 we go live on the Cardboard Cafe Facebook page to do some of our Twinkle Stars and Star Squad. So that's anybody 0 to kind of S2. So the older ones, they do a Zoom chat with Pam. And so we can give you details of any of that stuff. It's on the website, it's on the Facebook page. But we're around for you on a Sunday and on a Wednesday, all to say. We're around a Sunday, Wednesday, to tune in for more shenanigans. Okay, thanks so much for joining with us.
It's been great.
What else can we say about
Kirk Fest? See ya.
Bye guys.
Bye.